This is Clicks Part 2. I started out doing Clicks Part 1 a little while back. Now this is Part 2 of it. As you know, Clicks are a part of an organization. Any kind of organization, Clicks are a part of it. Clicks have been around since the beginning of time. Clicks hold a lot of power, but they always need a power source, and that's where it comes from the boss or the lieutenant. Clicks are very influential people. They have money, big time money, to where they can buy cars like this. Clicks in the organization have been around since the beginning of time. If you're not in a clique, in a department, you're not really making it, because it's hard to make it by yourself. You always need help. Cliques normally start off as new people, a group. And over time, they get to know each other. They become friends, type B, type C friends, and they develop a bond. And they figure out the department or the organization, and they figure out ways to improve the organization or the department. And that will improve their life also. So those are cliques. So cliques usually get what they want, because everybody has a job in a clique. Everybody does their job, and if they do it well, they can really move up. As you can see here, this is a clique, a well-organized clique. They got one that's the presenter. They got one that does the writing. They got one that's a bodyguard. They got one that's the smart one that does all the work. And as you can see, all around the world, there's cliques. And as you can say, cliques probably make the world go round. They're that powerful. They're that good. You know, if you're not in a clique, it's okay. You're going to struggle maybe in an apartment, but it's okay. You have that one person that's the leader of that clique, the influential person. But like I said, when you're not in a clique, I'm not in a clique. Usually like this, you're lost. You're worried about things. You don't really get ahead. You kind of stay back. You wonder about, hey, how's it going to be when I go to work? I mean, am I going to be able to do this particular thing? And as you know, cliques are very influential people, especially when they're recruiting. When they're recruiting, it's always that one that takes advantage of the weak. And they can usually recruit pretty well. As you can see, this girl is being recruited by a person of the clique. Cliques stand out. They stand out in the crowd. You can see them. Small groups of people that may walk around, and when they see each other, they come together. They form together. That's how cliques do. Cliques usually find a supervisor, and they walk up to them, tell them what the problem is, tell them how they can better serve the organization if you do it this way. Supervisors are very important to a clique. They're the power source. Without them, they have no power. So that means there's no clique. They wait for the boss to come up, they shake his hand. They wait for the supervisor, they shake his hand, and they propose a good strategy how to make the department better. That's what cliques do. They hold meetings. They hold meetings with the power source. They give the power source their ideas. They tell them, hey, if you do this schedule or do this thing, you can make the department grow. You can make it better if you do it our way, the clique way. And usually they can get the supervisor to do anything they want. And it's always that one John that sits back and writes all this stuff out, orchestrates the clique, because he's a part of it. That John boy. John is a part of that clique. It's always that one. And usually his name is John. The smart one sits back and he organizes the whole clique. But there's people like me and you who sits back and we watch all this stuff. We watch, we admire the clique. So we lay there sometime We flicker through stuff, study all about them. And it's frustrating sometimes. Because when you sit there and study about them, you get frustrated. You just turn your head sometimes because you can't figure it out. And this is an all-day pattern. You're like, oh, my goodness, let me turn my head. I'm sick of this. Because sometimes it could actually physically make you sick. I mean, you sit there, you ponder about it. Like, man, how come I can't be in a clique? Why they didn't choose me? Am I that boring and unpopular? I think I'm just as smart. But they didn't pick me. They don't talk to me. No one talks to me. But one came up and told him, hey, man, you have no shot with our clique. So you get frustrated. You turn and you cry. You walk down that path. And you almost want to take that big jump because you figure your life's over if you can't be in a clique. But there's always that one in a clique. That one alpha that's in that clique. He's the guy that you can really turn. But he's in it because the clique makes him popular. You know, because that one alpha always wants to be popular. So sometimes they stay in the clique and use the clique. I mean, they may need it. It ain't all just about working out and eating good. Sometimes you need that extra power source, that clique to make you look good so you can go out and recruit. That one pie that's inside the clique can always be turned. But the thing is can you turn them? That's the key. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But he's that one alpha in that clique. And this is all he do. Make himself look good. And it makes you sick, like I said earlier. You're tired of all this clique stuff. But thinking about it, racking your brain about it, is only going to make you ill. It's only going to make you tired. Because you can't compete. Because usually cliques are 4, 5, 6, 7 deep. And they sit around on their computer. They plan about what they're going to do as in the future with the department. They sit around, they study things, schedules, where people should be positioned. Let me tell you, cliques can move mountains. They can move mountains. And they're very educated, smart people. They have a plan. And if you're not a part of it, you could be exiled. That's the scary part of a clique. I mean, it's a group of minds that try to get ahead. That's what it really is. A group of minds that latches on to that power source. And they take full advantage of it. And as you can see, cliques have a lot of fun in their life. And not just all work and no play. They play because they enjoy their life. So it makes it easier because when they go back to work, they've already got everything planned. Their life is perfect. That's why some people who on the outside want to be a part of the clique. Because when you're not, you're like me. You're laying here on a park bench, covered up, because you're a bum. But when you're a part of that clique, this is the kind of fun you have. Fun, fun, fun. But when you're not, you sit around, you go to work, you do your job, go home. A pretty boring life. Because you're a little depressed because you can't be a part of that clique. They don't accept you. And you wonder, what is it about me they don't accept? But sometimes it's like that. You're a lone wolf. So you never really get that kind of respect from a clique. So all I would say to that is you just got to pray. You got to pray about it, folks. This is 8 Dog 8. This is my segment on the clique, part 2. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye-bye.